Greetings, welcome back to Particulate Emergence. Potential is up next. And with this, we will actually be officially halfway through the story. There's some interesting things going on. I just noticed there's like a triangle thing over here, which I think is new. I think we saw that in the prologue, but haven't seen it since. I don't really see anything other offhand that's new, so let's just take a look, and you see all these clumps of particulate. That looks a little bit different. Anyway, let's see what we've got in store. Okay. Abraxian reactor facilities. See, again, we've retained our amp gems. We have 4 of them. Okay, so they're like a crowd control weapon. Okay. I'm not real thrilled with the idea that we don't have any defensive option against the stunners. I mean, just destroy the reactors. But it is what it is. Okay, so if we look out here, it seems clearly that we're supposed to start down here and then expand. And then this looks new. I'm not sure if that's exactly like any of our current ships or not. I don't think it is. Okay, so let's... This is the bigger... That's the bigger energy source. So let's go ahead and start there. We're going to work these up. There we go. Now we've got one of them online. Let's throw on a lathe. And, okay, yeah, we've got some help over here. We're going to want to come up that way. But I want to grab this first. And it looks like we're good there. I'm going to build another lathe. Want to grab all of these, and that's going to take some time. Okay, you're pretty much set. Let's move you over this way. Let's move you here, so as soon as you're finished, you'll help us grab up that. And then let's put a couple Omnis up here. They'll help us grab this. They'll help us mire to get more energy income. Maybe slide there. Slide you down here. Okay, so now we're wrapping all that up. Let's start getting some weapons online. And yeah, not a moment too soon, because here they come. Okay, discharge your cannon, standard reactor tech. He's not going to tell you what the most important reason is. Okay, so that's a defense against the stunners. Aha, I can neutralize them. And so he wrote a paper and somebody put it into practice, and it ended up in redacted space by the time we got out here. So that's very, very interesting. So the time frame of corporations coming out here seems to be more recent than was previously known. Okay, so I definitely want to get that discharger up right away. And we lost our destroyer. Seems Omni are, you know, common. Yes, indeed. Okay, so we've got all kinds of... Yeah, I just want to use the rest of this. The discharger is coming up. And, okay, it took some damage, but it's building. So let's see. Let's do cruiser, destroyer. We've got lots of savings, if you will, and I want to use it all. Yeah, I'd like the two Omnis here. So I think we want to have our defensive ships over this way. Now we've got the Joven up. So let's do that. Here's a discharger. Let's keep that over this way. And let's move another lathe off this way. Probably a good idea to grab our micro tank. And that should just about do it. Let's keep those there. Let's move some other things off this way. Destroyer. And the second lathe. We'll leave the command right there. Okay, we're going through the energy, but we're advancing. So let's move up this way. Let's start grabbing all this fun stuff. Okay, we're going to try to get into this area as soon as we can. There we go. Alright, cruiser out that way. Destroyer here. Cruiser this way. Lathe here. Then let's see. This is... Let's put one Omni there. One here. And one here. Then we can afford one here as well. I think this is Struct. Yeah. But we did get stunned here. So our lathe is offline. That's not particularly fun. We got our second discharger now, though. Let's throw that up. So let's see. Looks like we're short on... Yeah, okay. Energy is fading fast. But now the Omnis are starting to complete their work. Yeah, and the Omnis being on here will wear away at that Struct. So we're going to be fine there. I think we want to just move in here. Okay, this is getting a little dicey. I think we want more firepower out this way. You come over this way. How are we doing over here? Yeah, we're doing fine. Let's throw up a grabber. And I think... let me do this right now. I figured out why I was screwing it up before. I've got to grab it to move it. And then once I push it down again, then I angle it. So... Okay, there's one of the stunners. I can see it coming here. Let's see what the discharger does. Okay. Yeah, so that's very much like... I don't remember what they were called. I think Phantoms in Creeper World 2. Where we had the specific structure that we had to have to fight against it. And yeah, this right here is what we want to aim at, first of all. There we go. So yeah, you've got to... You can't just... do it in place. Like, you've got to move the grabber and then you angle it. Okay. So I think we want to move Omnis over here when we can. Yeah, we're taking some damage over here. There's some significant force. Destroyer is down some. Don't think I've got a lot that I can bring over. I mean, the micro tank can defend a little bit. We can throw a lathe out this way. Wouldn't hurt to have a hammer up just in case we need it. Energy is stabilized. So let's move the lathe out here. And take that position. There we go. And all of our benign particulate helping us grab that. And let's move out. And maybe throw the discharger up here. And the hammer is taking shape. Alright, so we have room here now. Let's... we can't grab that. We can grab... Well, there's not room for us there. There is room for us here. And yeah, that's... They're sending more over there. Let's get another Omni up here. I'm wondering if it's going to be close enough. Yeah, it should be close enough to lathe away that stunner, and that should clear the path for us. And then I think for a moment here, what I actually want to do is just send it this way, because I want to get room on this land. I think I just send a bit of a stream there, and that even should be enough. And that should create a little bit of space here. And if we throw an Omni up there, that'll create more. Yeah, okay, so this is knocking this down. We're miring all of this. Here comes another one of those. Let's see if our discharger wakes up and does anything about it. There we go. Okay, it stunned our energy source. That's actually quite smart of it. It sucks, too. I don't get a reading on... Okay, there it goes. So it doesn't stun it for that long. Those aren't really that big of a deal, I don't think. Yeah, okay, we've got these things feeding their way through. We're looking pretty good over here. There's some more stuff we could attack out this way. That emitter up there seems to be problematic. Okay. Yeah, let's get that second grabber online. And then I'm going to want to have it right about there. And then just have it send a stream up that... No. You don't want to do that? Have it send a stream up not quite there. Let's try this again. There. No. There we go. And now it'll send my benign particles up this way and generally defend against all of that. Lost the energy mine again. Okay, so we need to do a better job over here. Let's move the cruiser out more. Discharger up. Destroyer up. Lathe up. Cruiser up. And let's see. You... Let's just have the hammer... Not really sure. Just stay up here and absorb fire, maybe. Yeah, it's going to stun that grabber, and this is coming through here. But our stream is sort of taking it out. But now the grabber is going to get stunned, and we're not going to be sending stuff for a while. In any case, this is... Yeah, so there's quite a bit here. And I'm wondering if I probably should have taken on some of this easier stuff first. Did I lose the Joven? I did lose the Joven down here. Okay. So we're going to rebuild that. And I'm also going to redirect a cruiser down here. Micro tank, you come down here. I'm trying to use this group to knock out some of this. And I also, foolishly, have not been using amp gems. And I can't even use them on the hammer, apparently. Oh, yes, I can. So throw an amp gem there. Throw one on the cruiser. One on another cruiser. Doggone it. This has not been particularly stellar so far. And one on that Joven. Okay. Yeah, I think we've got enough flowing up in here to cause them some serious trouble. And if they try to come over this way, they're going to have trouble with our land here. But this, they can still get at. So let me do a little bit more here. Let's do right there. And then move an Omni up into that position. Let's move you up this way and fire at that. And yeah, we have one more Omni that we can build. Perfect. So we'll build one over here and then move that up here. I just want to control all of that land so that, you know, their stuff runs into it. There we go. And we'll move you there. And then Let's just resend this up that way. So now, over here. Command ship. Discharger. Joven. And cruiser. And then let's move you out here a little bit more. We got a little bit more storage. It looks like our storage is still going down slightly. Get rid of all these messages. Wait for that to go. There it is. Discharger working well. Oh yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff over here. We may just want to hang out over here and fire for a bit. And just sort of lower down some of those numbers. They still have more mire than we do. Let's go and try to omni this as well. Whoa! How did they get back here? That sucks. Okay. Let's bring back a lathe. Because I don't have that many particles in that area. Let's pull down a destroyer over this way. To sort of try to help cover that gap. Maybe lower the hammer a bit. Cruiser up this way. Just trying to spread us out a little more. So yeah, it looks like the mire here is pretty strong because, you know, our benign particles are having trouble. And part of that's probably because of this. So let's see. We can pull a couple omnis from here. Let's just see if I put them up there, if they can survive long enough to do anything. Meanwhile, we're looking a lot better out this way. So let's move in and knock out another energy mine. Move forward. Enemy plasma down there is a bit troubling. Okay, there's really no emitters off this way. We took some damage here, but not too much. It looks like between all of this, we're going to be able to get a foothold. Whoa. How was that Omni destroyed? I'm not sure. Let's build another one. We're down to 143 storage. So storage is almost gone. Lost it again. But the one Omni is staying up. And we are still gradually pushing it back. So I think we're going to eventually, unless this can just shoot it. Looks like we're doing okay now. Okay, so our mire is gradually advancing. Throw a couple more of these over here. And I think for now, I just want to use these to just gradually get us a foothold on some of these lands. Now here, let's go ahead and shoot it that way. And then move some omnis over there. And I think about somewhere over here. Let's move out a little more. This group. Let's push into that. And probably... yeah, the plasma here is holding it up. That's going to be temporary. Enemy mire spawner destroyed. Ah, that one over there. Okay. Cool. We conquered that. This over here we're having some trouble with for sure. Nonetheless, let's throw a couple omnis over there. See how they do? I think I'm going to want to keep one over here to just sort of move back and forth and maintain this area. Now we're starting to make a little bit of headway, and then once those Omnis land, it should be more. But since they're giving us a foothold right there, let's just go ahead and use that. Let's move up this way. We should be able to take down... Yeah, they're going to come after us, but... Boy, there's a lot of it there. And here comes our two... Yeah, one of them looking like it's getting low, but now... Okay, now we're taking over. Let's get a foothold over here, too. Let's move you... Actually, just shoot you straight off that way. You should eventually make it through. So I think just transferring these Omnis around like this is going to get me the energy, plus I'll eventually be able... And yeah, this is going to start dispersing. You know what? Why don't I move you down here to about there and see if I can continue you on. Let's see if that works. Now, there's going to be still some interruption here because of this plasma. And maybe that's just too far away. Like, maybe there's just a limit to how far I can effectively do this. In any case, let's move you up there. Knock that out. And I think, let's see, let's move a lathe over here to defend. Get the Jovan up there. Let's start pushing up more this way. I think the more of these emitters go away, the happier I'm going to be. And yeah, this is all just sort of dispersing along here. You know what? I'm going to say that's probably not a great idea. We're going to move back and move up this way. And just call that a range limit. And then here, up to there. And I'm thinking that's one that we can just start going after now. Discharge. Yeah, I'd really like to get rid of that. And the thing about it is, I might be able... Let's move you back up here. Because I want to remire this. I don't want them to be able to get any more mire. So I want that in place. And then I might be able to move it up close enough to grab this. I think I can. Let's move another one over here just to make this happen a little faster. We're about even on mire. They have less than 1,000 particulate, but they still definitely have the edge in that number. Let's move you up more. Okay, so if I move there, I should, in theory, be able to lathe that emitter. Yep. There we go. The other one's eating struct. We got all of this stuff trying to attack, but I don't think it's going to get very far. Come on, knock it out. Okay. So there's another one down. Now we're up to 36 production. We have a slight energy positive. These are complete. Let's try sending one of them over here. And we're short an Omni, so build another one. See if we can start taking over that bit of land. There's the info cache that we're going after, but first things first, I want to get these stunners. Can't operate there. Where's my micro tank? I think I had it somewhere. It died. Okay. Move in. Don't move in. Just get built down there. This is all in place, and I shouldn't need a bunch of these over here anymore. If I move you there, I should be able to eliminate that stunner. Minimally, I'm going to want to put 2 of them up there. Let's move the hammer in. Let's move Destroyer up there. Say it goes there, and yeah, that wasn't fun. They came from down this way. Okay, put the lathe down there. And then if I throw you, just want to grab, sort of hopping over, grabbing more land, because we still are having energy problems, bit by bit. We've got both of these here. I may lose them both, but I'm going to try to see if they can... If even one of them survives this sort of landing, then it'll be a success. We should be able to continue pushing out here now. These are just slowly drifting here, but they are making their way through, and I really don't like that. Lost a couple Omnis, so their landing was unsuccessful, but they did make room. So if I can keep doing that, I'm sure there's a better way, but if I can keep doing that, it'll work. This Destroyer is taking some hits, but it's living. We do have this area now under control. I don't really care about this. But I do care about that. Can I... Nope. Okay, you can send this stuff that way. Let's work on that landmass next. Oh, actually, this right here would be better, because that's actually an energy range. And either way, let's move our micro tank over here. And I think discharger over here. Let's see, hammer that way, cruiser this way. If the micro tank's over there, I should be able to move the cruiser right in here. And maybe a lathe alongside. There, we're eating into this. I think we'll eventually get a foothold there. So let's see about throwing an Omni up. Then I want to do the same thing over here. It's only very gradually eating into this. We are eventually going to get enough energy to make this happen. Okay, these are losing energy. One of them is gaining it back now. Second one's gaining... Okay, so now we've got our foothold. I don't think I can get close enough to lathe from there. You know what? I think I just want to let the Omnis do that. Joven, move up. Cruiser, move up. Push further and further. And we definitely have the upper hand on the mire now. This Omni is probably going to go down too. Yep. But as before, we're gradually making progress, eating away. Just going to move the Omni, or the hammer, over there. Where's the micro tank? There it is. If I move that here. There we go. I'm just going to let that, let that hammer just absorb punishment. And then throw a lathe up behind it. Come on. There we go. That should be good enough. There we go. Move these up and they'll be able to lathe away some of that struct, but then also get rid of that emitter. No more emitters down here. This is going to be a thing, but I should be able to just knock that out. Yeah. Lost an Omni. Not sure where, because this one's still alive. This one is now taking over this bit of land. We're securing this, and I think I only need one down here. Move another one up here. This has been secured. It's another stunner, and I think it's going to land. Yep, sure is. Let's move you up here. Okay, so this will eventually work its way all the way up there to that stunner. So we're going to take over most of this land, and the rest I'm not really going to care about. Let's go ahead and have you create another spot. There we go, that's down. So these, not that important. I think we can relocate. Relocate you. You should not be needed over here. And I don't know what to do with our particles at this point. We don't seem to have much threat over here. There's more being generated here, but that's it. Well, that's a little bit out of range, just barely out of range. I would need the micro tank over there. What the heck? I'll move it. Cruiser here. Hammer here. And, oh, the discharger got left way down here. So my command ship has been knocked out. That should be temporary. So you're probably good. I'm going to move you right on that. There's gradual expansion. Eventually this stunner will go down, I think. Or I don't know if that goes down if I mire all the territory. We'll find out. You're losing. You're getting damaged, but you're also miring. And okay, now you've got control of the area. Let's retreat you. I want to see if I can find a place for the micro tank where, yeah, it can fund. Let's see if I move you up here. So I want to try to adjust this. Let's put it there. Okay, and then we can move you back in here, and that way, well, actually I don't even need you over there anymore. Slide you here. And there you'll be able to take out this stunner. Let's move some combat ships up here. And get the lathe up there and grab that info cache. I think it's time. Let's finally see about our info cache for this level. Potential. This is... okay, I don't know if we're going to take that out or not, but we'll get it either way. We'll put an Omni up there to lathe it if we have to. Cleaning all this out. Part of the parity volume. Yes, of course they did. Because Platius is still around. That's it. So we found more of the parity volume, but not enough to actually give us any real information. Okay, yeah, this is not being handled. Okay, so we need to move an Omni up here to eliminate that. Now, this is not quite close enough. If we move it over. There we go. Now it'll eliminate that one. So we're taking out the two stunners, and this should be it. Be the last thing up here. So if we just push, throw another cruiser into the fight. Let's throw a hammer up there just to soak up whatever. Throw the Joven up. 2 enemy stunner spawners destroyed. Myers 84 to 15. We even have more particulate than they do, although it's all kind of bouncing around over here. So then, let's see. Let's create space right here in the middle. And the hammer, you can see, is down significantly, but that's going to be okay. What its job is to sit there and absorb damage. I'm using it more like a shield than a hammer. Put a note of high commendation in each crew member's record. With every new threat, we find a response. Why, thank you, Tychon. So there it is, potential, assuming referring to the potential that we now have to find the rest of the parody volume, because it seems to have been seated in places that we're likely to visit. I don't know, I mean, like, I'm assuming this is a huge area of space. Maybe it isn't. But given how little we know about it, that makes sense. So how do we... Like, the likelihood of finding the entire thing is still absurd. Like, how do they know where we're going to jump to? We could jump anywhere. So I'm still a little confused by that. We lost 3 ships. We destroyed twice as many particles as they destroyed of ours, though. Eliminated 46 stunners and 13 targets. And one of the things I don't like about this screen is it tells you about things that you're not supposed to know about yet, like emergent doppels, the fact that they can have ships, apparently. We haven't uncovered any of that stuff, but it's just, to me, like, the interface should not tell you about things that you haven't reached in the game yet. So I don't really like that. Oh, and it looks like we're going to find out what emergent are. Let's see. So it's not super obvious. Like, we've got these clusters of things, which, I mean, could be those, could be these right here. We've clearly got more structs. We've got more mire spawners. But, yeah, we'll have to see. It looks like we're going to find out what emergent are. That'll be up next time. Thanks for watching more Particle Fleet. We'll continue as always.